Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Juju's Journey. Today, I am excited. I haven't been this excited in a long time. My daughter and I both tinker with art, and she's such a natural artist. She is so good. But she started doing these little things called ACEOs. And if you don't know what an ACEO is, they're art cards, editions, and originals. But anyway, before we get started on this little journey I'm going on, let me introduce myself. I'm Juju. This is my journey. I'm a widow now for 1 year and actually 2 months. Wow. That just hit home a little bit. But anyway, I live by myself. This channel was about my journey of trying to heal, be happy, budget, just live life again, just do all the things. So let's get back to these ACEOs. It's absolutely wonderful. She has made several, and she just started last week, and she's already listed them on eBay for auction. So if you're interested in seeing what she has up, her eBay store is called Charlie Jude. CHARLEIGH Jude, JUDE. But anyway, she told me, because we usually like the same things. I mean, we've been in business together for quite a while, where we had our own space in a what do you call those little places where you have your vending booth? You know, you can do homemade, you can do antiques. So I guess it's like a little antique warehouse where everybody has their own booths. And we were very successful. It's just my husband retired and she got pregnant. So, you know, that kind of put a damper on that. And we could not put as much energy into it as we wanted. And then plus COVID hit. So all of that happened all around the same time. So since my husband retired, I really have not done anything too artistic. And I really love it. Like whether it's making homemade soap, making bread, painting, making pillows, making signs, making bath bombs. I mean, anything. It doesn't matter what it is. And we're both ADD, HD type personalities. So when we get started on something, we go all in. And we might get bored and stop for a little bit on that and move on to something else. But we go in until we get it perfected, right? But then we'll come back to it. You know, it kind of rotates in because you're an artist. You want to dabble and do different type things. Well, I bought everything I needed last night, did some research. Of course, I've looked at all of her little cards, and they're just so adorable and so intriguing. So I'm just going to explain a little bit about what this is, and then show you what I did to kind of get started. I haven't even painted my first one. So I went to Dollar General today, and I bought these cute little boxes, right? So I bought some new art brushes. Okay. And they fit perfectly in this cute little box. I bought this cute little box. It was only $2. That one was only $1. And this is to put my cut ACEOs in. And we'll cut one in a minute. They're only 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. They're art trading cards, y'all. Trading cards. Then when you paint them, you put them in these cute, well, not cute. You put them in well, I'm not going to get it out. These clear card sleeves for baseball cards, right? Or any type of trading card, Pokemon, whatever. So you put them in your little, oh, no wonder, trading card. And it fits perfectly, see? And, of course, after you paint it. And then whenever people collect them. So, I figured I would paint a whole bunch of them. And then upload them on my eBay store. It can't go wrong. It's going to be something for me to do that makes me happy. But anyway, people who collect these are the little things that you put in a binder to hold your trading cards. And they fit perfectly in these little sleeves. So whenever I get one painted and signed, I can keep them in here. And then as they sell, they would be so cute if you painted them horizontal and actually tacked them up, and you could have like artwork hanging from your wall. You know, like in my craft room, because I'm in my craft room right now. But anyway, I am so intrigued. So last night I cut cards. I also found on eBay, whenever I was doing my research, that people are actually selling cut cards blank, because that's a pain in people's honey to cut their own cards down to size, right? So I was just preparing myself, and then I found that, and I was like, hey, I can list blank cards on eBay along with, sleeves, start little starter packets, and get started. I also bought, and I ordered this off of Amazon last night. This was less than $9, and you can round your corners. And it was already delivered to me today. Let me see. Oh, wow. Isn't that awesome? Can you see that? I think I like it rounded. Hold on, let me check my camera to make sure we're still on. Okay. So, I'm going to finish rounding that. I can have so much fun, y'all. This is the stuff I love. Look how nice that is. Isn't that nice? Okay, I also bought the tape. And this is to tape the edges down whenever you're painting. And also hold your card down when you're painting. But then when you pull it up, it'll give it a nice edge. I bought some 140 weight watercolor paper. And it comes with, how many sheets? 30 sheets. It's real thick, real nice, heavy duty. It has a real good texture. So I've got that pulled out. And then what else did I buy? I'm going to get this stuff out of my way. I bought this cute little basket, but I bought acrylic paint, and I bought watercolor paint. I hope they're going to be easy to identify. Oh yeah, they will. Because I think I'm going to start out with watercolor. But I'm going to go ahead and cut some real quick just to show you how easy this is. I figured out, of course I already have my slicer. Ooh. I figured out last night that the best way to cut this was to get the more it's 2.5. Two and a half. And then I should get 9 out of this. So 3.5. Oh, Angela. I'm not doing a good job, am I? 3.5. And 3.5. Yep. So that's just how easy it is, y'all, to get started if you have all the things that you need. So, in less than 24 hours, because we went to Walmart yesterday when I picked up my granddaughter at 2:30. And I bought the watercolor paper. I bought the acrylics and the watercolor paint. I bought the paint brushes. And I bought the trading card holder that goes into your binder. And I bought this cute little basket. And I also bought this to put my paints in. Okay. And then last night I ordered the tape. I ordered the clear sleeves. And I ordered this. And it was waiting on my front doorstep when I got home from picking up my granddaughter from school. And then right before I went to go pick her up from school, I ran into the General Dollar to pick up some dog food and I ran across these boxes. And they were so cheap, $2 and $1, because my you know, I like things to kind of be in cute little containers when I store them. And I picked those up before I picked her up from school. So less than 24 hours from the time that I started this journey yesterday, because we were at Walmart for probably until 4:30. I had everything that I needed. And I almost did not even need everything that I got. I mean, I definitely didn't need it to get started. You know? I'm going to go ahead and slice this one really quick. But my thought is that I like to use a whole bunch of different kind of mediums. I really like decoupage. But, you know, I like to paint. I'm not a painter like my daughter. I mean, she can paint. No formal training. She's just a natural born painter. She's very good. And I knew she was good from the time she was a little girl. And I pushed it on her. Every year she would get elaborate, like, great easels and great paints and great paint brushes. And when it would hit her, she would paint. And then all of a sudden, you know, she would go 9 months without picking up a paintbrush. But if you ever tell her, this is what I want you to do, or will you do this, it would be over, you know. She wouldn't do it. But, I mean, when she had a boyfriend, and she would definitely do commissions during Christmas and things like that, because she was that good. Like, somebody even asked her if she would paint their truck, like a scene on their truck. That's how good she was. I told her no, because if something went wrong, you definitely don't have the money to fix your mistake, and I don't have the money to paint someone's truck. I mean, she was only a teenager. But with that being said, I've got my scraps, and I'm going to put these somewhere too, because if I do start decoupaging, I can probably use these scraps as well. So the next thing I'm going to do is I don't don't know how I really want to do this. I think I should start doing backgrounds first. You know? And I think for my first goal, I would definitely, I'm going to see how many that will fit on here. I think I can get 10. I don't know. I think I could probably get 10. Hold on. Let me check to see if y'all were still here. I don't know if y'all can see all those, but I'm going to definitely try to get 10 in on this sheet. And then, okay, I'm not going to round these corners. I apologize about that cough, y'all. It just will not go away. Are y'all having the same trouble? Did y'all see the video of my hair? Wasn't that the funniest thing you've ever seen in your life? I definitely did not get the gene of somebody's riding a side-by-side and I keep thinking it's mine. It's still next door from the snow. Hold on. Phew, sorry, guys. I apologize. If I knew how to edit, I would definitely have edited that out. I'm trying to get these kind of straight. But y'all, how can you go wrong with this? They say there's a whole group out there that you can trade them, like paint and trade your cards. And the whole goal is, this is the way you can practice your artwork. You know, just practice before you paint something big. It's also like a creative outlet, which I think we all need. Every single one of us, men and women. But then you have original art. Like if you start collecting these, like you can have art from an individual, like from all over the 50 states. You could have a goal, like I'm going to have an original artwork from, buy something from somebody from all 50 states. It would be really cute because you could, since this is so heavy, you could probably mat it into like a 5x7 or even a 4x whatever that next step down is. Put it in a cute little frame, put it on your gallery wall to fill in those little spaces that, you know, you just need a little extra photo or picture. I think that would be so cool to give away, already matted and framed for birthday gifts to friends. They could use it to put it on their bookshelf at their office or in their home. Put it on their vanity. And you should go and just search how good these are. You can get them for everything that you're interested in. You know? If you want something like, I mean, it's really cool. Like, there's dogs, there's cats, there's horses, there's people, there's abstracts, everything right there. Original artwork. And guess how much they normally sell for? Like between 99 cents, and if you bid on them, of course they can go up higher. But I think average are like $5. You know? So I told my daughter if I did start doing this, which, you know, I'm getting prepped right now. I haven't even started. You're watching me start in real time. The only thing I did before now is cut some watercolor paper last night. And then, you know, you just saw me cut some more. That's all I have done. Oh, I've got one of my hairs. I don't think nobody wants... I don't think anybody wants my DNA. So let's throw that tape away. I certainly wouldn't want anybody's DNA. So, you know, when you use paints before you go to the next stage, you would definitely want the first stage to dry, you know. So, the way I think I'm going to do it, and I told my daughter she should do this too, because she's putting hers on bid on auction, and she's already got one up to like $5. And she just started this, like, what did I say, like 3 days ago? And I told her I'm going to do mine kind of like an assembly line. Not the actual paintings itself, but to me it makes more sense to cut, have all of your little cards ready, have an abundance of them. And I did make a listing last night, you know, that you can buy 100 blank cards so you don't have to cut them out yourself on eBay. So I already have those for sale in my shop. Because that's something a lot of people would like just not to have that task, you know, pre-made. And then I can't wait to make some rounded cuts and put those on. They can get rounded or straight edged. And then I think I'm also going to do starter bundles. That's going to be exciting too. And then I can do made to order. But I also want to sell them. They said from the from the, I guess you call it research, people who have been doing this, they said what they would recommend is to get a portfolio, like maybe make 50 cards. And of course, like if you sell on eBay, you can go ahead and make your listing, but not make it public yet. So I could get some painted, and then go ahead and make a listing and just wait. But they said try to get 50 listings and then make it go public all at once, so you have kind of like a portfolio. Because when people are searching for original art, you'll be higher up in the algorithm because you have more in your store instead of just like one, you know. I don't think you just want to make one and sell it, and then one and sell it. You want to have an option. So they'll drive people to your store, if that makes sense. It makes sense to me. I mean, I guess it's kind of like if somebody was talking about your town and they said, oh my gosh, you need to go to so-and-so store. They have the best selection of artwork, you know. you would do that, but you wouldn't send them. You need to go to so-and-so's and look for that one little piece of artwork that may or may not be there. You know? I mean, it makes sense because all it is an online mall, right? Or online town. And of course, eBay wants to make money just like everybody else. That's what I think. So it's a win-win. You know, I was gung-ho on my, eBay was going to pay for my vacation and I was going to make 5 posts a day. That's the ADD, HD, and the artist in me. Like, when I get into something, I get into it and I enjoy it. And then whenever I want to move on, I want to move on and do something else for a little bit. So I can't really, it's always been a hobby of mine. I think I told y'all that, but I cannot treat it like a job. There's nothing in me that will, I've tried. I wanted to be that person. I would love to be that person. But when it becomes a job, then it's no fun anymore. And I can't just make myself be in it. But I'm not hungry, right? I suppose if I were hungry and that's what paid my bills, then I would have no choice, right? But I mean, just supplementing my income is not worth it. And I guess I haven't planned a big enough trip to make me say, I've got to work my butt off. Maybe I should plan a big trip. That might be what I need to do. But if this is enjoyable and I can list these real quick, and if they don't sell, I still had a lot of fun doing it, then I'm a happy, happy person. And, if anything weird happens and I don't sell any of them, one day they'll be in my little binder and my little trading card plastic things with my signature. And all of the people that love me can have original artwork from Juju. So what do you think? Do you think I should sign them Juju? Or do you think I should sign them my real name? I'm kind of going back and forth. I think I want to sign them Juju. I think that should be my signature. I mean, that's what I've been known as for a long time. It makes me happy to be called Juju. So, I mean, because if I signed them, I think on the front I would just put ANJ, my initials. But I can just do Juju just as easy. Right? So, this paper here, guys, is just butcher paper. I bought a whole roll at Sam's probably 7 years ago. And I have a lot left. I wrap Christmas presents in it. I stamp it. I paint it and do birthday gifts. I cut it for my granddaughter to draw on. It's been the best thing ever. I love it. Okay. I'm probably, in this video, I'm probably not going to put anything in my title about ACEOs or, and I'm probably not going to put anything in my hashtags about them. Nothing, because nobody in my family knows that I've started this little YouTube channel. And okay, I have them all taped. And now, let's see how many minutes we've gone. Let me find my camera. Okay, we're at 30 minutes. I don't think this will take too long. I don't want to bore y'all too much. I think if I can do my backgrounds. And I've never really worked with, I think I just need big paintbrushes. I don't think I need anything fancy for that. I'm going to put these cards away so they don't get confused. And I'm going to pull, I'm just going to do a few colors of acrylic, not acrylic, watercolor. I'll pull a blue. I think yellow. Maybe some orange. Let's see. That's acrylic. I don't want acrylic. I want watercolor. I can already tell that I probably am going to have to go back and get some more of these cheap little boxes, because I need to have my watercolors in my... I didn't turn on that light. I bet that helps a lot, doesn't it? Okay. I haven't done good with my budgeting this week. I mean, I've spent my money in my cash wallet. What did I do yesterday? I did use my debit card at Walmart, but everything else has been cash only. This has been a bad week for me, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. It has not been a great week. I've had a lot of big things happen. Family, as far as my husband's mother's estate. That, of course, is it's mine, because my her estate wasn't settled before he passed. But I've got to be really good, because, I mean, one day it's going to go to my children, you know? And I can't let, and they seem to be trying to think, well, it just hasn't been handled properly. I'm not going into details. But I'm handling that. I had to get an attorney for that, because the person who's over her estate just has not been doing things right. I mean, really, not right at all. Like writing himself checks and stuff. Not right. But also making decisions, thinking it's just him that gets to make the decisions. And he doesn't have to speak to anybody else. And we're just supposed to go along and smile, you know. And, oh, that's a beautiful color. I've never really worked with watercolor before, so this will be my first time. Now I want to order one of those brush cleaners. I don't know if you've seen it, where you can flush it and get clean water. But that's what I do whenever I go into something. I try to buy everything that I need to make me successful, right? I think I need to add, you know what I can do? I have this water bottle for my iron. Ooh, I just had a little bit of water. I should have gotten the watercolor palettes, and that way I could, just mist them. I need to get a spray bottle of water up here. But I like to have everything that I need. You know, I have tons of art supplies. I mean, I probably have probably, I'm not even exaggerating when I say $5,000, $6,000 worth of art stuff in my downstairs that I have not moved upstairs. And I'm talking about for everything we jump back and forth to, you know? And it's from years. So some of this stuff I probably have duplicates, but I figure it'll be okay, because if I ever get motivated to get my upstairs good, then duplicates will be warranted, because then we can each, I mean, it won't go to waste with my granddaughter. Okay, so I'm just going to do backgrounds. And, oh, I think I was supposed to take a wet brush and wet my paper first. I saw this technique. Watch this. I'm going to do, I think I do it like that. I'm not sure. You're going to learn this together. We're going to learn this together. Oh, wow. You see how it just flows? Wow, that's so cool. Okay. I'm not making like sunsets. I just want backgrounds, okay? My daughter can do all of the intricate stuff. I'm not that good. So I'm going to wet this whole top row. Isn't this fun? This is the kind of stuff that really, you know, you've got to understand, my husband worked 7 days a week, 3 different shifts. So when he was on second shift, he would go to work and I taught, like, we would see each other when he got off at 11, right? And then when he worked third shift, he slept. And he was gone all night long. And okay. Whoa. Okay, so now I'm going to wet this one. And I'm a, you know, a night owl, right? And so there would be nothing. He would be upstairs sleeping. And then I would be downstairs in my little area that I created as my little crafts area. Just going to town, whatever my new thing was. Whenever I was sick, I taught myself how to knit. Every single person got a scarf that year. But I will tell you this, I haven't knitted since. All I learned how to do was make a scarf. And actually, I didn't really knit. I will take that back. I used a loom. Or whatever those things were. The things you cheat with. You know? Okay. So next I'll go to purple. didn't quite use enough, or put enough in that one either. Uh-oh. Just where you say, I'm okay. I kind of like it whenever it's not so. This is not going to be, I'm going to start this in this time, because it seems like I always run out. Well, I really like this one the best, the one I'm dabbing on. Okay, I'm going to move this out of my way, and I'm going to come back with this big paintbrush, and then I'm going to go over it with water. Wow, I really like that. These are just going to be the backgrounds. I haven't decided what I'm gonna put on them. I can't paint like my daughter can, so I'm sure it's going to be somewhat of a simple technique. I may even decoupage and maybe multi-layer. I like working with that. It may have some acrylic. It doesn't matter what kind of mediums you use. I hope I put that tape on right. But anyway, I'm going to now get ready to do my next section, and then I can put this somewhere to dry, and then put 10 more down, and just kind of maybe make my 50 backgrounds. Maybe that'll be my goal for today. And then kind of look at videos tonight and decide kind of what I want to put on them. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Hit that thumbs up, hit that like button, and I think this is exciting. I hope y'all are as excited about this as I am. And anyway, here's one more step on Juju's journey. And by the way, guys, I've got 39 followers. I need one more, to get me to 40. You know, my goal is to get to 50. So y'all help a girl out. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, and leave me a comment and let me know which one of these are your favorite. Let's do this. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Which background is your favorite? Okay. Let's do this. There's 1, 2. Can you see 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think my favorite is this one. Definitely number 1, and then number 4, and then number 5, and then number 3 and number 2. Those are my favorite backgrounds. But we'll just have to see what ends up going on the front. Bye, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.